Hello crypto world, this is one Hexcoin signing in of many. I like to think we all have the glasses like that movie It Lives, and we can actually see what's going on through the fog of the cryptocurrency war that is taking place. Remember in 2008 and there was something coded into the first block and it was a news article. That news article basically explained that due to quantitative easing that was taking place, the government policy, monetary policy that is, that was issued by the Federal Reserve was in essence printing money. And the printing of this money generally leads to Zimbabwean, Venezuelan type inflation, which tends to kill off the fiat currency. Now, was Bitcoin invented to either hedge against this inflation or provide those little people in the world an opportunity to take back what is rightfully theirs? Their time and energy that they spend working every day, I like to call economic energy. It is literally money. Money is your economic energy. And if you are a slave to debt, then you use all of your economic energy to feed a system that takes advantage of your economic energy. Because it has been this way for many a year. Let's have a look, though, in real life, how these organizations have evolved over the time regarding cryptocurrency. In 2017, Goldman Sachs Group said Bitcoin is a vehicle for fraudsters. 2018, Bitcoin is never coming back. A lot of people got wrecked and they didn't come back for a long time. 2020, Bitcoin is not a real asset. 2021, Bitcoin to be offered to clients. And 2022, they're trying to raise $2 billion to buy the Celsius assets. Now, why is this relevant? Recently, after the long, continuous failings of crypto that aren't actually crypto, we see another story take place whereby Three Arrows Capital has defaulted in a loan for $665 million on that report, or 670 on that article. Now, at this time, or at that time when the article was released, there was a pullback, right? So bad news gets released on the wire, it gets picked up, released to us all, we consume it, then we act based on that. Remember that our free will that we were born with can be influenced. So it is our free will to listen to a news article. It is our free will to panic and then sell. It is our free will to understand this and realize when we are being played and when we're not being played. So I'd just like to point that out there. That when articles come out like this, it can influence the markets. I mean, yes, it's bad news as well, but had this been not disclosed, would we have known about it? Would we have not reacted? Would that have influenced the market in a different way? Also, if this actually did take place and they had to liquidate the assets and actually sell them down, is that the cause of the market drop? Or is it a different alternative? The actual liquidation taking place or about to take place, so they sell it, bringing down the prices, then when the actual liquidation takes place, then it drops even further. There's many different scenarios that could play out. But basically, if we can understand this, we can see this, we can see through what is actually going, not just live in the here and now. Over our heads, the cryptocurrency space, we have 2 trillion that has been wiped off the cryptocurrency markets. Now, there's a lot of eyes on crypto at the moment. There's talks of regulation, there's talks of central bank digital currencies, and banks are getting all involved in cryptocurrency. Now, previously this was the talking point, isn't that what we wanted? Big banks are going to come in and save us all. Yeah, right. They're going to come in and buy shit pennies on the dollar. That's what they're going to do. And how they go about it is vicious. Let's have a look at though what I'm talking about. We have an exchange, and banks even invested in this exchange. And now it's saying serious Coinbase sell warning has been issued, triggering a price crash, not just in the cryptocurrency, in the actual equity markets. It says here Goldman Sachs, the same ones who were talking about cryptocurrency in 2017, not 2008, mind you, but 2017, and all the way to 2022, with differing messages along the way, have come out and said that they believe Coinbase is now a strong sell. So they're trying to sell the company Coinbase. Maybe once it gets low enough, they'll be able to buy in for pennies on the dollar. Who knows? Just another thought that I have. Banks can provide influence on the markets, and they can signal what they prefer, what they don't prefer. I know they're heavily regulated, but what I'm saying is, in this instance, there's a bank called the ANZ. It's issued an Australian dollar coin, I assume that means, a stable coin which is backed 1-for-1. They've then used that to purchase tokenized carbon credits, so another system that they've rolled out that they're engaging with, and they're for pro-carbon credits, because of the whole, environmental movement and that political correctness there, or science, whatever you'd like to call it. Because the world is divisive and we all love to be divided and we have to be on one side or the other. So we get fighting amongst each other and forget that large banks who control vast entities and empires have other larger banks above them who control them. And it goes on and on and on. And this particular bank has issued a stable coin. So we've got cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. We've got central bank digital currencies potentially coming. And we've got bank digital coins, stable coins coming. And I guess as well as cryptocurrency, we've also got stable coins themselves. I think these things are all going to exist together. They're going to coexist in a new financial system that we've never seen before. The Fed has even stated this. What it's going to look like, I'm not sure. Back to the banks. How can they influence the talking point? They can influence by signaling what they believe is right and proper in this space through their large range of employers broken down into different sections, and those sections then basically, they would vote on what they think they should do, what is ethical, what is not ethical, etc. Investing in oil is bad, investing in coal is bad, but supporting transgender transition is good across this particular bank here, Westpac. I believe they're tied into Ripple as well. And also, they're pretty sure they invested in Coinbase that's early on. And ANZ has also introduced 6 weeks of pro-gender affirmation leave. Interesting. They also took a stance on the medicines that one may choose to put into their body or not as an employee. So one did have the choice to either leave or stay. But if they stay, they were told what they would have to do regarding their own informed consent, which is quite ironic, because now we see the largest banks moving away from mandatoring the name that I cannot say. But that is what's taking place. We can see also return to the office plans are also being put on display as to what the new economy is going to look like. Like, no one's going to go into the office. It's all going to be remote, I would imagine. It makes sense. And what else? Yeah, that's the main ones that I can see. Again, I might have some blind spots, but that's some pretty strong signaling, if you ask me. Moving back to the Hex ecosphere, looks like we're all being pulled down because the markets are broad. And what else? It just is what it is. I mean, some people are selling, whatever reason, maybe there's different play they're looking for. Who knows? Who knows? All I know is that I hope this big crypto bloodbath doesn't scare everyone away from cryptocurrency, because there'll be nothing worse than playing by yourself. you know. We have the JPM also rolling out blockchains and a cryptocurrency. That is about it. I hope that made sense. I hope that did help someone. We can just, I can see what's coming. I can see that the banks are getting more involved. I see regulation coming along. I can see weak points in the economy. I can see weak points in cryptocurrency. I'm hoping these weak points get addressed. Thank you. Signing out.